But let's talk about a guy, Jose Iglesias. He's been incredible. Look at some of the numbers here during his 11-game hit streak. I mean, look at the batting average. All year long with the batting average. He's not maybe hitting the ball as hard as everybody else, but he's getting the ball in play and doing good things with it. Hustle, speed, all that stuff. The OPS off the charts there as well. I mean, Iglesias during this 11-game stretch has been incredible. And really, he's had an impact on the Mets all year long. His bat, his glove, and his voice. Laura, how did Iglesias become such a huge part of the Mets' success this season?
You know, it's actually kind of multifaceted. You look at, obviously, at the batting average and what he's been able to do. And he did increase his launch angle a little bit to close to 10 degrees, which for someone of his stature is kind of in the money zone. But in addition to that, you know, Carlos Mendoza was saying that he didn't make the opening day roster out of spring training because he didn't have the range that a lot of major league utility infielders have. So he was sent to AAA to work on this. Iglesias goes down there. A lot of veteran guys. This guy has over 10 years in the playing Major League Baseball. They're like, you know what? I'm going to do what got me here. Not Iglesias. He goes to the infield coach at AAA. Adrian Texadori says, "Hey, can you help me out? How, as a 34-year-old, am I going to get more range?" And the problem was his pre-pitch. He wasn't moving, and it's kind of Newton's law of motion. A body that is in motion stays in motion. So he had to keep moving his feet. He had to be active. He had to read the situation more because he had such great hands. And now we're seeing a huge improvement in his defense, both at second base. And, you know, he's starting at shortstop with Lindor down. Compared to, let's say, 2022, which is last year in the majors, he was really having problems getting to anything other than routine ground balls. So now not only do you have a guy that gets on base for average, can leg out an infield single, which we saw twice yesterday, but now he can play defense.
Think about the transformation. You're talking about it defensively. This was a Gold Glove caliber shortstop, and he goes and puts the extra time in. From an offensive standpoint, Jose Iglesias was never known for a player to be a top-notch offensive contributor. Look at what he's provided the Mets. You mentioned the change in launch angle, hitting with more power, hitting more extra bases, not just necessarily being a singles hitter. And he has been one of the most important pieces on this Met team all year. Big hits, clubhouse, everything he has provided is oozing positive off the charts. And I don't think anybody in their wildest dreams would have thought at the beginning of the year one of the most integral and one of the most important Mets in 2024 would be Jose Iglesias. But, Sal, here we are.
His confidence and determination off the charts, and that is paying dividends. All right, TC, Iglesias was with the Marlins organization last year when you were a consultant. What were your impressions of him back then?
Well, he's a first-class guy, Sal. I'm going to tell you, when he first walked in camp, you know, I've known him for a long time. I saw him when he first came up with the Red Sox. I saw him in Detroit. He came right over and said hi and started talking. He's a great, personable guy. And what he's done is he's run with the opportunity. He's finally got another chance, and he's run with it. He went down. He got himself in great shape. And, you know, this is where the analytics side has really come into play. And that is, you know, you can help yourself range-wise if you start shifting. You know where you're going to play. You don't have to play in the same spot all the time. And certainly, you know, I think that's where it's helped a lot. But he went and got himself in great shape. His legs are in good shape. But he's a fun-loving guy. He's a great person, and he's brought that to the clubhouse.